up? It's JD Temple back in here. I haven't been on a video in a while, and I'm sorry I'm making it from my vehicle. It's just whenever I get inspired, that's God, dude. Whenever I get inspired, I like to jump on here as per usual, and I had a minute, so I wanted to jump on here, and I just wanted to talk about some things that it's going to be relevant for everybody, whether you just like to follow the spiritual path, the left-hand path, or if you are like majorly involved in it as a public figure practitioner. And this applies to you even more. I just want to remind everybody what it is that you're dealing with and what it is like the world that you are delving into. And a lot of these people that are kind of like wolf in sheep's clothing. There's a lot of those out there, and you have to be very, very careful to not fall victim to these kind of people, to not get like enmeshed with them, because there's so many like agenda-driven practitioners out there, and most people like know who they are, but there's a lot of them that people don't know who they are, and those are the dangerous ones. Of course, because they like fly under the radar. Well, they don't fly under my motherfucking radar. I'll tell you that. I see it for what it is pretty much every time. And I hope a lot of you do too. Some of you may not. And it just depends on how open your third eye is. It depends on how strong your level of discernment is. It depends on how in tune you are with your own body and your own energy, to be able to pick these things out. And it really does suck when you get tricked or fooled by one of these people, because it's like you knew what it was before you touched it, right? Like you already knew what it was. Like, why are you surprised when it bites you? Like, anybody can wrap themselves up in a shiny, pretty package and smile very sweetly and say all the right things, but still they can be holding a dagger right behind their back ready to freaking stick you. And that's kind of like when you get into at least this community, left-hand path spirituality, that's what you're getting into. You're getting into dealing with a lot of sketchy fucks that want nothing more than to like be responsible for the undoing of your life, and like take great pride in that and take great joy in that, and like that's sick and it's gross. And just so like I'm sure everybody sees, like, and everybody knows, like, if you like in this community anyways here, like if you're like a public figure type practitioner, like it truly is like a motherfucking Game of Thrones bullshit playing out like all the time, like in the background. This person's jockeying for this position, and this person's getting close to this person now, and this person's getting close to that person, and it's like, oh, okay, you can like see what's going on from like a mile away, and it's like everybody's like jockeying for these bullshit positions that don't mean shit at all. So it's all just dumb in the first goddamn place. But like the level of fuckery though, that's what gets me and just makes me sick, is that like there's so many people that are just like relentless in their craft to want to like hurt someone, relentless in their craft and want to like be the thorn in someone's side just because it's fun and they don't have anything else better to do. Like it's just like, so with that being said, like you got to be very careful, not just magically, but like the main thing is like to really like, you have to be very, very careful with like who you let into your life, who you let like because you have to protect your kingdom, right? Like, that's very important. Protecting your emotions, protecting the confines of your mind, and that goes like for the people that you love too. Like, you have to um, like protect the people that you love, because guess what? There's a thing called glamour magic out there, and a lot of people, anybody, is susceptible to it. And like, I'm sure you've seen it before. Maybe you've been affected by it yourself before. I know I have. I know what it feels like. And I know what to look for. So I can see the signs. But if you're standing too close, and especially if you're affected by it, you're not going to see it. That's why it's important to like listen to people that love you. Like, if there's some weird shit going on, and chances are, like, if you are dealing with this kind of crap, then you might have some crazy shit going on in your life. And that might be like actually happening, because guess what? Like, you're living in a magical world dealing with a bunch of magical people, a bunch of fucked people. Like, hello, like, guess what world you're living in? Yeah, that's really this world, and that's what's happening. And it's happening all around you every day, all the time, and like, um, I don't know. Yeah, you'll see it more and more. But just be careful, protect yourself, because like, when it bites you in the ass, I'm just gonna say, I told you so. So be careful, people. Um, like, all right. You have to be cautious anytime that you're dealing with anybody in the black magic community. Okay? And you have to look at like what their possible motives could be. What could they possibly have to gain from this interaction? What could they possibly have to lose from it? What is the what are the real motivations behind it? Like, most black magicians and things, male and female both, yeah, there's a lot of really nice people out here, but hey, people aren't really just that nice for the fuck of it. They usually have a goddamn reason. Sad but true. I've learned my lesson the hard way, like over and over and over and over again. I've put myself out there, put my heart on the line, got invested in people emotionally, to get burnt like a motherfucker, like, in mundane world and magically, like a double whammy. And yeah, and if you're not with it, you're not going to see it coming. It's going to get you. Nobody wants to get got. So be careful. That's all I wanted to say for everybody, is just to be careful out there. It's that time of year, right after the equinox. Things are popping off, and there's a lot of crazy shit going on. So be careful out there. I love you all, and I'll see you soon. That's really all I had to say for now. But there'll be more happening soon, and I'll be more active. I'm just so busy. The store will be opening soon. So I'll be showing you that. But yeah, this was just an important one, I feel like. So hopefully it's speaking to a lot of you out there. If it is, it'll help you. Great. All right, bye. See ya. Love you. Smell my face. Smell it good.